Extra bass hits, baby, all day.
Today we're going to talk about Soundstage. A lot of times this word gets thrown around quite loosely. I don't know if a lot of people know what they're actually talking about when they're referring to Soundstage. Some people will claim certain headphones don't provide good Soundstage, when in actuality they do. For instance, the SHP 9500 provides a really nice soundstage and has great imaging and is a perfect headphone for gaming, although some people will tell you otherwise. The Samson SR850 is probably the best open back under $100 that provides this. In fact, the 850 rivals a lot of much more expensive headphones that I've tried, which is quite mind-blowing when you consider that it's only about a $30 to $50 headphone. But yeah, Soundstage is just basically the headphone driver, actually, or speaker's ability to deliver you a 3D sound in which you can precisely place band members and instruments on stage.
Is mayonnaise an instrument?
No, Patrick, mayonnaise is not an instrument. Neither is horseradish. If you've ever been gaming or listening to music and thought you heard something going on around you, and you ripped the headphones off in a panic, and it wasn't coming from outside, that's an example of Soundstage. That happens to me all the time when I'm gaming, and that's the mark of a great headphone, actually, because not a lot of headphones do this well. The HD600s out of certain amps, I was really impressed that they do, but typically an HD600 has a more narrow image, as we've discussed ad nauseum over the last couple years in my articles and stuff like that. But the 850 is extremely impressive considering it's very cheap. The SHP 9500 also does really well for gaming, despite claims to the contrary. I find that the 850's soundstage is better than a 9500, but it's not a night and day difference. They're almost on the same level. But I would prefer an 850 for gaming, I would say. A lot of people will tell you the 9500 does not provide good soundstage, and I just think they're totally wrong. I think a lot of people, I don't even know if they've actually gamed with them. It's a perfect gaming headphone, both of them. Yeah, like there were times when I've been playing Fallout 4 and I really thought someone was knocking at the door, because there are certain sounds in that game that mimic a knock, like that. And it can be quite alarming. One time I actually got up, went to the door, and looked through the peephole because I thought someone was at the door, but there was no one there. So that's a really good sign. And in fact, I was watching Garden State the other day with the 850s. I kept hearing something that was like way out here, and I really did think it came from inside my apartment. I kind of went into a mini panic and took the headphones off and looked around. So the 850, I just can't recommend it enough for movies and gaming and music, although we talked about the treble being kind of bright. I think there's a difference between instrument separation and soundstage. A headphone can have good instrument separation but not good width, like the HD600. You can tell when you get one that kind of spaces things out a lot more, because you'll kind of hear stuff that's much farther away in the distance. It does sound like it's coming from the outside. When I first got the M50s back in 2013, it was only my second good pair of headphones. Even the soundstage on those kind of blew me away, considering I had never really heard anything better. I got the same sort of effect ripping the headphones off, looking around. I was in college at the time. I just kept thinking something was going on outside, like outside of the lab, the studio. So even a closed back sometimes can provide this. The K550 and the K553 from AKG are really good for this. The 553 sounds more like an open back headphone, I would say. There are issues with the clamp, but once you get a good fit, it's smooth sailing. I really like that headphone a lot. Great for reference. Yeah, oftentimes you might hear stuff going on in back of you. Like when I'm sitting on my couch and I'm gaming, my door is to the right and to the back. A good headphone for Soundstage will actually give you the illusion that stuff is going on behind you, which is good for FPS shooters. Like I used to play a lot of Call of Duty, and now that I'm more into headphones and audio gear, I think it will be really cool to go back and set up like a really good gaming rig, because you could hear everything, footsteps, voices, much better than with something like a Turtle Beach headset. So it's almost like you're cheating in a way. A lot of people aren't audiophiles, so they're not gonna be, like little kids and stuff, they're not gonna be really up on what Soundstage, like what it can truly do in a gaming experience, because they're just gonna go and buy what's popular, which is, I mean, it's nothing against them. I was the same way. When I bought my first headset, it was just a Turtle Beach for like, I don't know, 30 to 50 bucks, and it ended up breaking down. So that's why I would never recommend those types of headsets to people, because you can just get so much better out of a purchase. Like you could get something like an 850 and pair it with the mod mic from Antline and have like a really good gaming rig right there with no extra BS. If you had a headphone with a detachable cable, you could go with the V-Mode boom mic, which gets better reviews. I did a review on the mod mic, but I didn't have a recorder. Metal571 did a real good review, and he had about $100 recorder, so the sound that he got was a lot better. Straight out of your motherboard or even the USB adapter, it wasn't as good. So, timer went off, so that's about it for Soundstage, folks. That wasn't the timer for the video. That was a timer for my food. Anywho, hope you enjoyed this little discussion. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to my growing channel. And with that, no, I can't put that rap in there, because this is not a review.